Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and auto owner's insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and voicemail menu. Auto owner's insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you with all of your insurance needs 24/7. Now that's good policy. Visit George Mangan Insurance in Ocala today. Go to www.manganinsurance.com.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do. Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today. Now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
All right, just about 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. It is Monday, isn't it? It is currently here at the studio, 63 degrees. So those cold temperatures we were waking up to the last several days, they're not there right now, which is good news. Galen Unold is there right now, though. He's on the phone, broadcasting from his phone.
Yes, he is.
Yesterday, he was broadcasting from the Daytona International Speedway. It was a fun thing to listen to. I was enjoying it.
Oh, me too.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even listen once the race started.
Yeah.
I was very entertained by what Galen was doing. Galen, of course, is from LifeSouth Community Blood Center, and he comes on the air to remind us of the important thing, which is getting blood from volunteers who then have their blood moved over to the hospitals. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit my brother, Tom. He's doing well. Thank you very much. And your blood was part of his recovery.
Yep.
Somehow, somewhere, they used blood to help him through that surgery he went through. Galen, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
That was awesome yesterday. That was just fun radio.
Oh, thank you.
That was just fun.
Oh,
You made it really fun. That's the best kind of radio is when it's fun.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's easy when you're in a setting like that, and the cool thing was I got there and I met somebody who was connected with the NASCAR Hall of Fame, and she brought me some guests, which were great, with Leonard Wood and Winston Kelly, who's somebody I've listened to and I met a long time ago, and he's just one of those voices that is NASCAR, and that was really, really cool. And my favorite part of the day, and my son's favorite part of the day, was meeting a guy from Axemen. So that was fun. That was fun.
Well, I didn't get to hear everything. I heard you a couple times, but it was fun. And what the banter you were having with everybody. Mm-hmm. So did you have a tent there?
Yeah, I sure did.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So there was a tent set up right in the fan zone. So it was almost like broadcasting from your studio with a window. So people are walking by, looking in, trying to figure out what we're doing. I had my son was sitting there with a baseball cap and his sunglasses on, and this was during a break, and they're like, "Oh, that kid must be famous." And I thought it was hilarious. I didn't tell my son that because I didn't, I didn't want it to go to his head, but it was pretty funny.
Oh, that is
it was
good.
fun. It really, really was. It was a good time. I was happy to do it.
And the weather seemed like it was perfect.
Oh, it was nice. It was the weather was, and when we first got there, the sun was directly in our eyes. But then once it kind of got up and we were under the tent, and I got some sun. But it was a Chamber of Commerce day. There was a great breeze. It was 77 degrees. It was phenomenal. It was perfect weather.
And you did such a great job, Galen. You and the people you interviewed that I got to hear, and Dan, of course, in the studio. I mean, you and Dan have a really good chemistry together, I really think.
Yeah, I mean, Dan carried me for a lot of it because there were certain parts of it that I just couldn't hear, and so our timing was a little off. But he's such a professional, and he's a good friend, and I enjoyed it. So it was a lot of fun.
And you made me laugh with that Kraken guy when he said he had to take his pistol and was shooting in the water. That was funny.
It's a reality TV show, and I was shocked to find out that this guy's got a master's degree in psychology, and the guy he's in the boat with has a law degree, because it just goes to show you that these reality TV shows are more TV than they are reality. And he says, yeah, it's amazing when I put on that microphone, all of a sudden I start talking like this. It was, it was pretty good. So, again, it was a lot of fun. I was glad to have it. The race itself was, where we were sitting, you couldn't see very good, but it was a great experience.
Oh, really? Well, could you see the finish line?
Not really. Indirectly. I know that sounds like weird, but you could see. You got to remember, when you're looking at a small gap, the cars are going 200 miles an hour, so they go by so fast you can't even see who it is. But we could see we could see 3/4 of the track, which is pretty good at that racetrack.
Had you ever been there before at that spot? I mean,
no, I hadn't. I had been inside the infield before, and I had watched a race inside the infield. And you can't see much of anything, but we were raised up a little bit, and so you could see the back stretch, and you could see turn 1 and going into turn, really, there's only one turn on that side, 3, but you couldn't see him come down the front stretch, which is where all the crashes are.
So the lady who helped you get the guests, she was literally bringing the guests to you?
Yeah.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to walk around and say, "Can I answer? No. Can I interview you, please?" No.
Well, no, I ran into her. She worked for the Hall of Fame in Charlotte, and she's like, "Hey, do you want to do some interviews for me?" I'm like, "Sure. What have you got?"
Wow, that's great.
So and now that's why I got there so early, because I was going to try to do that. I went into the media center and talked to some people, but. Yeah, she just happened to be walking by my booth, and I helped her as much as she helped me, and that's why I think it worked. So. Yeah,
right. Any other media people down there with you?
I had David Pingalore on from Channel 6. But
was he also broadcasting? Was he
No. Well, he was there for Channel 6, but there were other radio stations there. Yes.
So but did you get on any other TV or radio? Did they interview you?
No, I didn't even try. I mean, we were on the air at the same time.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, I was sharing a tent with another station, and I didn't know their stuff was like hidden behind this table, and I apparently knocked over their microphone. They're like, "This is really expensive."
Oh,
and I'm like,
they said that to you? This is really expensive.
Yeah, I'm like, well, you shouldn't have just left it there underneath the table.
That's right.
See. So.
This is really expensive. What, they're trying to make you feel bad?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. It didn't bother me at all. Look, I was having problems with the phone line. There's all kinds of drama. But I will tell you this: that the surge protector that was packed isn't going. It's not making it back to the studio because it didn't work.
Oh, gee.
And, I'm trying to sit there and try to troubleshoot what was going wrong, because I could get a dial tone and then it would cut out. And then I figured it out finally when my phone wasn't charging that it was a surge protector. So that was a little drama.
Oh, that happens every remote broadcast. There's something that yeah. Even at the parade.
I tried to get there really early so that I would be all set. I got a dial tone. all in there, and then the surge protector blew.
Oh.
But it worked great. I think it sounded okay. The feedback I've gotten is that we sounded pretty good, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you sounded great, Galen. You really did.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And what is the first name of your son's friend? Because I missed that part.
Oh, Blake.
Blake. Okay.
It was, when you're broadcasting with two teenagers and one whose voice is changing, so he has no, he can't talk very loudly, and he can't enunciate right now because his vocal cords are just so messed up. So I kept telling him, like, you gotta slow down and enunciate. And so he was like, that's what he sounded like. It was great.
Were you worn out at the end of it? Not at the end of the. I'm sure you were worn out at the end of the day, but were you worn out at the end of the 2 hours?
No, because it really flew by. And again, I hadn't hosted a show in so long. I was pretty nervous. Oh, hey, I'm passing Dale Jr.'s trailer right now. So.
Oh, wow.
So, his hauler.
Yes.
But
You're passing him?
Well, yeah, I'm faster than with a big old semi.
Wow. He's not Canadian, is he?
No, they're from Charlotte, North Carolina, which is good. So, I wasn't tired at all. I was very anxious beforehand. I was trying to do an over prep, obviously, but when I got the guests, I was like, okay, this is going to be okay.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great thing that happened. That doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have guests just handed to you.
It really doesn't. And I was worried about filling 2 hours by myself, and I knew Dan would be in the studio, and it worked out great. I was happy to do it.
Do you know? I remember one year. I don't remember who went, but they ran into a problem with security because they had to plug in the equipment. They were up in the bleachers somewhere, up in the seats, and the wire was literally going across the stair thing that you walk on. And so security came out. You can't have that wire there. And so I remember. I think it was Tim Schmidt.
Yeah,
I think.
I think it was Tim.
Yeah, it must have been a long time ago. And I've broadcast live from the media center. I've done that. We did a radio show from the media center one day. But this is the first time I've been, in that what they call the fan zone, and that was really, really cool. I think the Daytona Speedway is really figuring things out, considering they've been doing it for 56 years.
So do you think it boosted your the level of fan that you are? I mean, do you feel like you're more of a no? How about for your sons? Do you think it boosted theirs? Do you think they're more of a fan now?
Well, I mean, my son's friend was already a huge NASCAR fan. Caleb is, he doesn't care. He goes for the experience, and to see everything, but it's not like he's going to start watching it on TV. So he's not that into it. What was cool is they went down pit road. They weren't supposed to. They snuck in, which is another story. But so they went down pit road, and they went to Joey Logano's car, and they were looking at it. And one of the pit crew guys was there, and they were practicing doing the lug nuts and taking the wheels off. And so Blake mumbled to him, I guess, because he didn't enunciate. He said, "Hey, can we have a lug nut?" And he said, "Sure." And so they threw him 2 lug nuts.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Joey Logano's car, who ended up winning.
Wow.
That was kind of cool.
That is cool.
You're going to put that in
my
the frame.
son said, "Hey, can I sell this on eBay?" I'm like, well, you can sell anything on eBay. I don't think anybody's going to give you any money for it.
That is kind of funny. Gosh, the phone rang and I forgot to go to it, so let's hope I didn't lose somebody. Good morning. Thank you for being patient with us. If you're still there, you're on the air with Galen.
Yeah, no problem. And good job, Galen. Really enjoyed it yesterday.
Thank you.
Jay, I noticed watching the race now that there were large sections of empty seats or no seats. What's going on there?
Well, all that's part of the new seating that's going in with the rising of the Daytona 500. So they're actually adding more seats, and so what you saw were places where there were not seats before, and so it looked like it was empty, but they weren't. There were nobody sitting there. But
some of the older seating.
I don't know. I don't think they plan on getting smaller. I think they plan on getting bigger. There are 125,000 people at the race yesterday. So I think their plan is to get to about 175,000 seats.
Wow.
Something crazy like that.
That's amazing.
if you're camping in the infield like you were with an RV or whatever, are you allowed to stay overnight? Not worry about all the traffic, and will they let you stay overnight there?
Absolutely. Some people stay there for 2 weeks. For speed weeks, they get there. Last Monday.
Boy, that's got to be cool.
For 2 straight weeks.
Yeah.
No, if you drive by it, I don't know if I could go in a porta potty for 2 straight weeks. They don't just have RV. They also have campgrounds. Where you can camp. So, and those people just go in there and live for 2 weeks. And
God. No, the porta potty thing wouldn't work. They don't have showers. They don't have any showers.
I'm sure they do. But, and I've stayed in there in an RV before a long, long time ago. So, it's fun. I guess it's all guys. It's mostly all guys. But it was fun.
Oh, who did leave?
I'm looking forward to your next year broadcast. I hope you'll do it again.
Yeah, you might have started. You might have started a new thing because it was very enjoyable. Yeah.
If they'll have you.
Thank you. You appreciate the call.
When you're leaving, and just the 125,000 people leaving all at the same time, you're like, man, this sucks. That's all you could say.
Yeah.
The traffic just sucks.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, you forget about how hard it was to get out of that place. They do have to fix that. I mean, but I don't know what you're going to do to get 125,000 people out of the stadium.
Yeah.
And nobody leaves early because that's when the race really starts. Is at the end.
Oh, sure.
So,
but everything was timely yesterday. Nothing was dragged out. No delays. Things like that, right?
No, it wasn't bad at all. I mean, there were only, I think, 5 cautions, 6 cautions.
Wow.
So, there wasn't anything that really stopped it. The race was over by 5, right around 5, and yeah, we got home at about 8:15, 8:20. That's not bad at all.
So when the cars crash in the early on in the race, like Tony Stewart's, and then he couldn't race anymore, does he and his guys pack up right away and then they leave, or do they have to wait till the end of the race?
Well, it's interesting. Tony Stewart, they worked on his car, and in the fan zone, you can go over to where they're at, and they're working on their car. They have these windows built in the garage, and you can actually see them working on their car, which is kind of cool. But he stayed out. There was a couple of people who just loaded up their trailer, but they couldn't leave because the trailers can't go through the tunnel. They have to actually cross the track at a certain spot. So,
okay.
Yeah, they don't leave right away. So the drivers may leave, and some of the team, the pit crew may leave, but not the cars themselves.
Gosh.
When where we were at, they literally drive right past you. So there was this, every time a car would wreck, they would come out of the pit road and drive right past us, spitting and,
But there's no way they could have rolled onto your area. They couldn't have got to where you are, right? That's too far away, right?
No. Yeah, I mean, we're 100 yards from the...
When you say the infield, I'm picturing, like when a track at a high school or something.
You got to remember how big this track is. I mean, there's a lake that,
I know. One day I'll have to go just to see it.
It's huge. I mean, TV... It looks big on TV, but it's massive when you're there in person. So.
Let's take a little break and we'll be right back. We didn't even talk about blood at all. but we will. And I'm just enjoying this as much as I enjoyed listening yesterday. We'll be right back with Galen.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Clouds giving way to some sun today. Highs between 80 and 82. Partly cloudy tonight. Low 59 to 63. Variable clouds tomorrow. High 76 to 80. Rather cloudy on Wednesday with a chance for a couple of showers. High 77 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Heather Zayer.
Let's give it up for old asphalt and a new pair of shoes. Let's give it up for a good rhythm meeting a sweet melody. For a church cookout under clear skies. Let's give it up for good things coming together, like bundling your auto and other policies together with an Allstate agent, which can save you time and keep you better protected. Let's give it up for good.
To receive your comparative insurance quote, contact the McDonald Agency at 622-2333.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is the place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs.
Proud sponsor of College of Central Florida basketball on WOCA The Source.
All right, 22 minutes after 8 o'clock, we are chatting with Galen Unold from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. He's either in Gainesville or on his way to Gainesville, just past the truck that's carrying the car, I guess, of who? Dale Jr.?
Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., yeah. Okay. I forget. I quickly forget. Was his car in that truck, Galen, do you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it was his hauler.
So are you at LifeSouth yet? Are you in Gainesville?
No, I'm almost in Gainesville. Oh, I'm in Gainesville almost to my exit.
Okay. First, before we do anything, this segment with Galen Unold is sponsored by Penn Flooring.
Yep.
They've got some beautiful flooring. Maybe you need a new carpet, a new floor.
Yeah.
Made out of whatever. Any material that they make floors out of, they got it over there.
Exactly.
They've got a showroom so you can see it for yourself, and of course they'll install it for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And the showroom is at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over that railroad crossing bridge that has two names.
Yep.
For two different governors.
Yes.
Make sure you thank them for sponsoring the segment with Galen. It's always fun and important to mention about the blood. And we'll get. I want to talk more about your day yesterday, but how's the blood supply right now?
We need next. Again, those storms, up north, literally North Carolina and over, are really wreaking havoc on our blood supply all across the country. So please give blood. We really need O negatives, and we really need platelet donors right now.
So I went to the hospital yesterday. My brother Tom is recovering. He should be coming home today. He actually had a procedure called a lariat procedure, where they actually choke off a piece of the heart. I don't quite understand how this works. I know why they did it. The reason they did it was so the blood clots would stop forming.
Yeah.
Because he can't have blood thinner anymore. So he had a choice: either have blood thinner and you could die from a brain bleed, or don't have blood thinner and you could die from a blood clot. But this is new procedure called the lariat, and it was actually in the newspaper yesterday. It was in the Star Banner yesterday. A story about this new procedure. Right here, it was an Ocala doctor, right? Dr. Urban? Was
Dr.
it
Urban.
Dr. Urban?
Yep.
So, it was kind of interesting. I guess Tom is one of a few who've actually had this procedure. It's something new, and I don't ask me any questions about it because I won't know the answers.
It's again, we should be very thankful to have somebody as skilled at those kind of procedures as Dr. Urban.
And you're
He's been here for a very, very long time.
And you think about what you do and what your wife does. You're actually part of that team. It's a hospital is a team.
Exactly.
I mean,
well, and I think it extends beyond that. I mean, it's a part of the community that makes it happen, right? Because the community has to be behind the hospital. All the employees there and the people that support the employees there, and all the vendors that come in and give them everything they need, and the deliveries. I mean, you can't do anything by yourself. You could be the leader of it, you could be the key of it, but it really does take everyone's involvement, especially something as complex as a hospital.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I guess the team is something we become part of when we donate blood. I mean, you don't think of it this way. When you donate money to somebody, to an organization, do you ever think about what it exactly does? Like, let's say,
Sure I do.
when Samaritan's Purse comes out, right? You say, okay, I want my $15 to buy eggs for some poor family in Kenya or something, right?
Right.
But because they specifically said that's what your money's going to go to. But usually when you hand a $50 bill or a $20 bill to an organization, you leave it up to them to figure out, right?
Sure.
But
I think that's especially true in somebody's at Publix or Walmart or something, and they're selling something or giving something away or raising money for something. Yeah, then then I'm a lot less picky on it. But when I give significant funds to an organization, I try to make sure I research and find out exactly where that's going to go.
Yeah. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is that with blood, there's no question about it.
Sure.
It's going to somebody who needs blood. I mean, that's
right.
It's going to another human being.
Pretty simple.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it really costs you nothing.
No,
right.
Half hour of time.
It gives you an excuse to take a break.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, what was there one part yesterday that you'll remember for the rest of your life? Anything happened yesterday?
For the rest of my life,
Yeah.
I think I remember interviewing Winston Kelly again, because again, he's if you're a broadcasting fan, and you and I have talked about this a lot, for the MRN radio, the radio broadcast of NASCAR is spectacular.
It is. Yeah.
Not a big fan of Rusty Wallace on there. I think it takes it away. But when those guys are talking about the race itself, I think it's just spectacular. And nobody does it better than that. And to listen to him talking about it, and his philosophy on the broadcast is, I hope sticks with me for a very long time. And of course, just spending the day with my son is always cool.
Yeah, I think your son will remember, and his friend. They're going to remember that forever.
I hope so. I
Yeah.
hope so. And again, that's what life is all about, is having those kinds of experiences. And there's whenever you go to an event like that, there are some frustrations about it. Just the bathrooms. By the way, the bathrooms aren't any better yet. Wow. I went into one in the infield. It wasn't a trough, Larry. I didn't want you to know that. I know you wanted me a report on that. But you walk in, and I kid you not, there's a half inch of water. Or let me say this, maybe not water.
Yeah, I got
but
it.
a liquid substance.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah.
And you're like, come on.
Yeah.
This
remember
is
that
a
for the rest of
$1
your
million facility, and you can't figure this out. And it was packed. I mean, with as much alcohol that's consumed, you would think they would need to triple or quadruple the amount of bathrooms. and I walked past the porta potties on the way coming out of the infield. Wow! Oh boy!
Smell?
I would just have to not go. I mean, I can't imagine how bad it would be before I walked into one of those. But
you know what you could have done? You could have said to somebody, "Do you know who this is?" And you point to your son. You better get him a clean porta potty.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, you know who this is?
He's famous.
Just don't say who he is. Just say, I'm not allowed to tell you. But if his people find out that your people didn't provide a clean porta potty, we're shutting this place down.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good time.
It was fun to listen to. Just accolades to you. You're really, really good at what you do.
Most excellent.
All right. So where's the Bloodmobile?
Bloodmobile today, Larry, is actually at the Walmart down in the in Summerfield.
Oh,
Walmart
okay.
in Summerfield.
Nice.
All
Right on 441 before the Villages.
There you go.
Yep.
And go donate blood at LifeSouth on the Boulevard and in Denellen. Galen, thank you for everything. Have a great day.
You guys are the best.
Thank you. You are.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Birdman flying away with 4 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director for Alejandro Inarritu.
And we are here. I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
Courtesy ABC and other awards.
A big surprise as The Theory of Everything's Eddie Redmayne take Best Actor. Whiplash won 3 awards, including Supporting Actor for J.K. Simmons. Actress Julianne Moore grabbed her first Oscar.
Fox Radio's Michelle Polino. The nation's governors meet with President Obama today, days before the Department of Homeland Security's budget set to run out. The standoff over the president's executive action on immigration. At the Daytona 500, Joey Logano the winner.
The best team out there, and as long as we stay together as a team, we win and we lose as a team. That's what makes the strong team.
Logano fending off Kevin Harvick and Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the checkered flag. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's Fox News, the number 2, go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen, wishing you everyone a happy New Year. And to start it off right, you need a hot, juicy, char-grilled bacon cheeseburger, fried drink, and a sundae for just $5. Or try our famous chicken strips or wraps. Nobody offers all this quality and value but Dairy Queen. And this offer's good till 4 p.m. every day at Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Join us on Saturday, March 7, 2015 for the second annual Habitat Strawberries Festival at the McPherson Government Complex. The goal of this festival is not only to provide a great time for families in Ocala, but to also raise funds to build a home for our family and our community and support Habitat for Humanity's mission to strengthen communities, build hope, and provide dignified housing solutions. Remember, Saturday, March 7, 2015 for the second annual Habitat Strawberries Festival at the McPherson Government Complex, which starts at 7 a.m. with breakfast.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
A show of contempt would be to say, what kind of an idiot can't even cook a simple dinner? That single behavior is